Hey friends, it's me, Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk about the Whole30 and why I'm doing my 5th round. Let's go. Start by talking about what the Whole30 is. So if you've never heard of it, I'm going to put a link to the Whole30 website in the description box down below, which has the full overview of what the program is, what the rules are, what it's all about, who founded it, who started it, and all kinds of countless resources for you. I'd recommend that be your first stop if you're interested in doing the program and don't know much about it. For just a quick overview of what the program is, it's a 30-day dietary reset program that's meant to help kind of restart your healthy eating habits. So kind of think of it like the reset button on an appliance. It kind of just sets you back up to the factory settings of when, as if you were a appliance resetting all your settings to your factory default, yes? So the basic idea is that you're eating produce, vegetables and fruit, protein, and healthy fats. And that's basically it in a nutshell. So here are the things you don't eat during the Whole30. We don't eat grains, gluten, legumes, or beans, dairy, sugars, anything with a bunch of additives, processed foods, alcohol, and a few other things as well. So like I said, the Whole30 program rules are on the Whole30 website. They're really clear. They have very specific instructions for why do a Whole30? Like what's the point? It sounds like it's a lot of restriction. It sounds like 30 days of eating only vegetables, and maybe for some people that sounds like torture. So the Whole30 is a really great way to reset your body and get back to healthy eating, but it's also a really great way to learn how your body reacts to certain foods like gluten or dairy or maybe beans. I know for myself, after doing several rounds of Whole30, I've learned that dairy makes my skin break out, and I actually get a lot of acne flare-ups if I eat a significant amount of like cheese or something. For grains, I tend to bloat a lot, and when it comes to beans, my tummy does not like them. It doesn't matter what kind of bean it is, even a chickpea really upsets my digestive system and gives me a lot of discomfort. So because I did Whole30, I stripped those foods out of my diet, and then after the 30 days was able to slowly add them in and try them one by one. And then I was able to figure out what my body likes and doesn't like. And now I can make an educated decision about, well, if I choose to eat hummus today, I might not feel well later. Is it worth it or not? Plus, you're feeling on top of the world. You're feeling great. You're feeling, rejuvenated and all that stuff. But it doesn't just affect the way your body feels health-wise and how you learn about your body. It also affects a lot of other stuff too, like acne. My skin is typically glowing by the end of a Whole30. I'm sleeping better. A lot of people have better mental health and have less anxiety. So the Whole30 is meant to be a 30-day reset. It's not meant to be Whole365. I mean, life is too short to never eat pizza or never eat tacos or never eat a cupcake or whatever it is that you love. But this 30 days will really help set you up for success in choosing what foods are worth it for you or not worth it based on your body, which is why it's such a great program to help learn yourself. So like I said at the beginning of the video, this is actually going to be my 5th round doing Whole30. I think it was my 5th. It might be my 6th. I don't remember. It's been a couple. But anyway, you might be wondering, why do you keep coming back to the Whole30? Well, several years ago, I did my first round, and I had overheard some coworkers talking about the program, and I thought that it sounded like a really good option for a way to kind of get my eating in check and kind of restart my healthy habits without having to pay a single cent. The great thing about Whole30 is it's completely free. You can find every resource that you need in order to complete a successful Whole30 on whole30.com. Like I said, the link is in the description below. But if you start to get really invested in the program and the lifestyle and you start to want more resources, you can find them out there. For example, the Whole30 has a whole bunch of books. I didn't buy any books about Whole30, anything to do with it, until like my third round, because at that point I was just really excited about it and really liked to learn more. But you don't have to have these things to start. You can start with nothing using just the website, and it's completely free, which is great. So you might be wondering why I'm going back to the Whole30 for the 5th or 6th or whatever time I'm on right now. And I'll be honest with you, I don't feel as good ever than when I'm doing Whole30 or like those few weeks after the Whole30, when my body just feels like magnificent, like a goddess filled up with lovely foods, and I just feel so good. So I keep coming back to it because I love the way my body feels when I have completed a program. So this particular time, we are in summer 2020. We've just finished a lot of self-isolation, stay at home, quarantine, whatever you want to call it, because of coronavirus. And we've been at home. I know for myself, I've been ordering groceries like through Instacart or online, and I haven't been able to get quite the selection that I typically get when I go out to the store. So for the last several months, I have not been eating my best, and I am starting to feel it. I've heard lots of people refer to it as the quarantine 15. Yes, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So I know I want to, just now that I can start getting back into grocery stores safely, and I feel a bit more confident and grocery stores are starting to restock, I want to fill up my body with delicious, good for me foods, and have a great rest of the year, you know, just sail right through to the end of 2020 on a high note, feeling better, feeling healthier, and of course it's good for our immune systems to eat, you know, like broccoli and stuff like that. I personally have a history of dieting for a while and then binge eating and then hating myself from the binge eating and then going back to dieting, and it's just kind of this pattern of not a great relationship with food. The Whole30 does help me with that. It helps me to learn what my body likes, but it also helps me because I know that I should only be eating this restrictive way for about 30 days. And then after that, I'm gonna go into what the Whole30 calls food freedom, which is when you get to pick what foods work for your body and incorporate them. So after this 30 days, I know that I'll be able to make choices leading me through the rest of the year. I don't have to eat in a restrictive way all the time, but I'll be better prepared to go into that next season. The Whole30 is not technically a weight loss program. It's not meant for weight loss. You're not meant to go into it saying, oh, I want to lose 25 pounds on this Whole30, which would be insanely unhealthy, so I hope that doesn't happen. But it does happen by default. I typically do shed a few pounds each Whole30 just because I am cutting all the junk out of my diet. So it is, for me, a motivation right now because I have gained some weight during this past few months of my life. I'm excited to get back onto my healthy habits and shed a few of those unwanted pounds. So if you are interested in more videos about the Whole30 or to follow along with my journey over the next 30 days, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss one of my videos. I'm so excited to do this and to share my journey with all of you. But I will say as a disclaimer, I am not a healthcare professional. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not even a Whole30 expert. I have done the program several times, but that doesn't mean that I know everything. So please look into your resources. And if you're thinking about doing the program, make sure that you know that it's right for you and also in the right season of your life. But I'm so excited to share with you. I can't wait to see you. See you in the next video.